Hey guys, welcome to the Boost Lounge. It's a podcast that we do every week. We're just going to be talking about anything we want that happened in the past week. So, just going to go through some topics while we play Rocket League Hoops. Version. Hoops. So, you want to go through yours? Because I think I might go last.
Me?
Yeah, do you want yours?
I thought I'd talk about the movie that everyone thought was going to fail. Because nobody seemed to care about it, but Angry Birds had a record May opening, which is a surprise to me, because I didn't think anyone cared about Angry Birds anymore.
So what records did it break?
It broke May opening records.
No. But who thinks it's actually good?
Well, it didn't get very good reviews or anything
Well,
like that.
that's what I mean.
Well, I think it's just the fact that it's a time of the season where it's like children are just sort of like want to watch something.
It was
I guess Angry Birds is doing well for that.
Yeah, it's coming up to the summer.
just surprised me that it did well, seeing as it's Angry Birds, and Angry Birds was like a thing like 3 years ago.
Oh, I know. It's not even relevant anymore. Is
Exactly, that's why it's kind of a surprise that it's done this well.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone was expecting it to do this
I think they've put a lot of effort into it, to be fair.
Well, they have a
From
good
what I've
cast
seen.
and stuff, so I don't know. I mean,
I can see
animated
why
movies
they
are
do it.
pretty big right now. I mean, Minions did crazy numbers and stuff like that. So
I suppose, yeah.
Well, I thought that Civil War would still be doing well, considering this like it only released like was it last week in America? So I was like,
Yeah.
I thought it would still be like top one or something.
Angry Birds was coming out of nowhere,
So-
stealing that Disney money.
It was, so it's just the record for the opening then. It wasn't like
Yeah, just-
consistently, obviously.
No, I don't think it's
Civil War
consistent.
sell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
consistently, Civil War made more money,
Yeah.
but it broke May opening records or something.
Fair enough. What does that make you feel then? How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I mean, could you make the case that this is one of the most successful video game movies of all time?
I wouldn't class it as a video game movie
Are
though.
you sure?
I know it is a game, but it's not in the sense like, say, Assassin's Creed is going to be a video game movie.
Why isn't Angry Birds video?
Because there's no narrative to it. There's no plot.
Well,
It's just...
I mean, there's no narrative to Mario really, but there's like Mario got a movie. There's a video game.
Yeah,
movie,
but
so.
it's not one of the greatest ever.
No, well, I'm not saying that Angry Birds is great, but I'm saying is it the most successful?
Most
I wouldn't even
successful.
say that. I mean, Resident Evil's a video game, and that's been doing well.
That was
But I
true,
don't
to
think
be fair.
that's done the numbers that Angry Birds did. I don't think it's ever done the numbers that Angry Birds did.
But that's probably because it didn't have as much as outreach as Angry Birds.
Well, I'm not like arguing that Angry Birds is great. I'm just saying,
no,
is
yeah,
it the
I'm
most? Is it the most successful?
Yeah, I think the only thing I'd say is I don't think of it as in the category as a video game.
But you just,
I don't know why, but it just to me it doesn't seem like it.
I'd say it's a video game, but it's obviously a mobile game. But like,
Yeah,
mobile games can be video games; they can be fun.
that's what I mean. But if it had like a proper story to it and all that, then I'd be like, yeah, it makes sense. But I guess they're putting more of a story to. Fuck.
I guess
More
they're
of a story to it.
they're using that aspect of it like as a narrative. I guess.
Well, the last third of the movie is supposedly like it references the video game quite a lot. And they use like the same kind of like the birds are like flying into the city, like stuff like that. So,
Who produced it? Who was it made?
hold on, I'll just have a look. I think it
It's
was.
been a pretty big company to take that on.
Well, it wasn't Sony, I don't think.
No.
Was it DreamWorks or something?
Might have been DreamWorks.
That's a bit of business for DreamWorks if it is, considering.
Hold on.
Because Disney are just obviously earning so much money at the moment.
I don't think it was DreamWorks.
It doesn't seem like
It's
DreamWorks
probably
animations, to be fair. It doesn't look like a DreamWorks.
I think it is Sony.
It might be. Hold on. I can't seem to find. I can't seem to find anything.
This is riveting. This is...
I'm on IMDb, but I can't seem to find like. I see if I can go on Wiki. Wiki should
It's just while on the topic of video game movies, we've all seen the trailer for Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
Sony did.
Sony made it. Fair enough. So yeah, Sony are doing well.
Sony are doing well. Like, I'm sure Despicable Me is Sony. No, Despicable Me is DreamWorks, isn't it? So. I'm trying to think what else Sony did. Sony's done a couple of animated movies that's done decent, like recently.
I wouldn't know any off the top of my head, but
yeah, the Assassin's Creed trailer was a bit strange for me because everyone was saying it was dead good. And
I'm still like unsure about it.
I was kind of looking at it. I was like, this one's kind of goofy. Like,
it's just something which it's a game where you think, oh, it'd work really well as a film, but then seeing it now in that trailer, I'm not sure it will. And then something about it just doesn't make sense.
I just think like, why would Fassbender get into it if it wasn't good?
Yeah.
Like, he's not the kind of actor who just does anything. Like, so, like this isn't normally his kind of thing either, other than X-Men, and he's not really like this big action star or anything like that, is he? So
I think, I don't know if it's true, is it the same people that are involved with Macbeth as well? Yeah. So, and that was, although it's quite a low profile film, I know it got rated pretty well. I mean, so
it looks cool, but it's just, it looked to me a little goofy. I just kept watching it going.
Is that because of the CG?
No, it just, like, the tone of it felt serious, but I was like, kind of like, this is maybe a bit too, maybe taking themselves a bit too seriously.
For some reason, to me, like, the costume design and stuff like that in-game looks really cool, but when you actually see it in reality, it does seem a little bit goofy to me. But I don't know why that is.
Like, the games, to me, like, the story is just all over the place anyway, and probably goofy anyway, so it's like...
Depends how much, because like, action-wise, this is just going to be like parkour and shit like that, I don't know.
Which I can't, like, imagine Fassbender doing. Like, I can't, like, sit there and go, like, Fassbender parkouring. It's like, I don't know.
It just doesn't register.
Like, I hope it's good. Like, I hope it's really good. But, I don't know, the trailer was just kind of... The trailer did nothing for me, that's what I'll say. It's like... Where, like, there's been a couple of trailers this year where I'm kind of like, this is something I have to see. Like, Nice Guys was a trailer that I watched, and I was like, that's definitely what I'm going to see. But Assassin's Creed just didn't hit me at all. It's like, I don't know, it was just kind of...
Yeah, it might just be another one of those. I don't know why sometimes games just don't work as movies. I mean, I guess there's more... When you play in a game, you experience it more, and you sort of make your own experience from it, whereas a movie, you're sort of there for them to tell you what the experience should be, so I guess it might be behind it.
Because I think the whole point of video games is like they're never meant to be films, just because it's too out there for me, I think, compared to like what they do with films.
Or something like Uncharted, which is basically like you're playing a movie, so they manage it pretty well, but it's still like, why would you want to watch the movie of Uncharted when you can just play the game, which is a movie anyway? Like, what's the point? So... I don't know. I don't think like video games have to be movies. Like, I don't like.
No, it's just always a cool idea.
Like, there's always been like the rumors of the BioShock movie, and it's like, what do you need a BioShock movie for? You can just go play it. Like, you just.
Where was it going again? That was just fun.
Yeah, you can just go play BioShock, and it's basically like a movie experience anyway. So
yeah.
That's a story that's good enough on its own. You don't really need a movie.
So, I mean, I think the stories in games are designed to be in a game. They're not designed to be for a movie. But it's just always a nice idea for it to work.
I imagine people were saying this about comic books as well. Like, eventually, like, comic books... I imagine people who read comic books and, like, they were like, what do we need a movie for? Like, we can just... Comics are basically like a reading form of a movie. It's like a visual... It's a visual novel.
But it's not... It's more, a comic is more closely to a book than it is to a game, because a game's interactive, which is part of the problem. Because like I said, it's not your experience, whereas... What are you doing, Alan? Just fun match. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't think... Like, I think Angry Birds is a good sign, though. I think bringing it back to Angry Birds is like...
Yeah.
That's a game, and it's made a ton of money, so... Like, normally these movies that are based on games come out and they don't do that well. It's like Prince of Persia didn't really do that well, stuff like that. So
it's probably because it's simplistic. Whereas Assassin's Creed is, the story they've already got in there is so in depth and stuff. It makes it harder for the film to represent it all.
Well, the biggest question I have about the Assassin's Creed movie is it going to be an 18 or is it going to be a 50?
It's probably like a 12/8.
If it's a 12/8, then I probably no hope for the film because
it's not going to be an 18. There's no chance it's going to be an 18 because they'll lose out a massive market.
The thing is, like, there's nothing wrong with having a film that's an 18. Like, we seen a film on Friday that was an 18. That was fine. Like, it was great.
Yeah, but they're missing out on a lot of money because a lot of 15-year-olds would be
what's like
would have played Assassin's Creed and want to see it. So,
but it's not, the games weren't made for 15-year-olds. Like,
well, I don't know what the age rating on the game is.
I think some of them were 18.
Were they?
I think they're 15.
I think 15 maybe.
Because if they're gonna go for that serious tone, then I think that should be like the most appropriate age you could do.
Yeah, 12A would be a letdown.
12A would be a nightmare.
Yeah, obviously we have different. If you're watching US, they have different rating systems, but
The
you can kind of guess. It's just your age, basically. We just do it a bit more different. But yeah, maybe. Just wait for Warcraft. That's gonna be it.
Oh, I'm still not sold.
No,
I'm still not sold.
I don't know. I'm not going expecting anything from it. So
I just don't know about the CG. It just looks bad. I don't understand it.
it's hard not to be crazy CG heavy. So I mean,
I like Duncan Jones though. Like, I like Moon and stuff like that. So I like Moon and I like Source Code.
yeah.
So, but I kind of wanted him to do another sci-fi film. But I'm not that big on fantasy films, so
I don't think there's been many really decent fantasy films for a while.
it's because all of them are going to get compared to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, so it's pretty hard one to live up to. Even The Hobbit got compared to Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but The Hobbit was bad. That's
Exactly.
why. Hobbit did the opposite, The Hobbit just looks exactly the same.
But
as
would
Warcraft.
would the Hobbit been good if Lord of the Rings hadn't come before it?
No, I don't think so. The
You don't?
reason I like Lord of the Rings is because it's all practical and stuff. It's like you can tell that you're looking at a location, whereas The Hobbit just feels like
Too much.
it's a green screen. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, if they have to do a whole villain that's CGI, then come on, Peter Jackson, try a little bit. Come on.
He was pretty hard pushed, to be fair,
Yeah,
to get everything done. But anyway, should we move on?
yeah.
Move on. As we always do, we'll talk a little bit about superhero films. Recently, Ben Affleck has been given the role of executive producer for the Justice League movie coming up. And most people are saying it's just to kind of keep Zack Snyder in check.
Is this like a rumor from people who didn't like Batman or Superman, or is this actual rumor?
What?
Yeah, that because it doesn't like Ben
Yeah.
Affleck being executive producer doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, I think they want... Obviously, people that didn't enjoy the movie would say that it is
Yeah,
because they're worried about it and they want some more influence into it. Because a lot of people say the best part about the movie was Ben Affleck.
yeah,
So therefore, and I think he's quite committed to the role as well.
yeah.
So I think for him, they want someone who's maybe got that commitment, who will keep it in check.
The main thing I have with the story is that if they were that scared about Zack Snyder, they've not started filming Justice League yet. Just take him from directing. Just don't let him direct it. Like, if you're that worried about it, then why would you let him direct like the biggest movie that's coming out that you're planning?
Well, that just means that it's not really the problem, then, is it? It's probably something else.
Exactly. So if you
It's either the director, the producer, or I don't know.
what I'm saying is they're obviously not that worried about Zack Snyder. Also,
Yeah.
they wouldn't like.
They wouldn't get rid of him.
Yeah, they would have got rid of him by now. It's like they obviously trust him with these movies.
Or do they just know it's going to be harder now since they've already
But no, I don't think
started the groundwork with him as a director? So.
I don't think so, because you've only, like, realistically, in this universe, like, you've got Man of Steel and you've got, like, Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
Like, there's only 2 movies that they've done, and the next one isn't going to be made by Snyder, like,
No.
that Wonder Woman, so,
No, that's true.
like, if you wanted to start again, well, not exactly start again, but if you wanted to shift the tone a little bit, then, and bring someone else in, then they've got time to do it,
Yeah.
so...
So what do you think the reasons are behind them making him executive producer?
I just think they probably want, like, a little bit of his ideas, like, a little tiny bit.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I believe that they don't trust Snyder, because they're obviously full on this vision. Like, it'd be.
I mean, there must have been something, because
Yeah.
as we've said before, that it might have been the fact that Snyder wanted to do all these things and Warner Brothers told him he can't do
Yeah.
it, and they ruined the movie.
And we don't know
So
what
we don't know what the situation was.
We don't know what went on behind the scenes. Like, you
So-
can't really blame Snyder. I mean, he's like, he did his job. Like,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, he did the best he can with what.
What he had, what he
Yeah.
could do, yeah. Within his
It's not
limits.
his fault that he got hired to do the job. Like,
No.
So.
Let's see, Alvin?
I think it had something to do with the writing.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I think there were 2 writers that was happening with Dawn of Justice, and one was David Goyer and Chris Terrio, which is like Chris Terrio was the one who helped Ben Affleck with Margot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think there was like a meddling there. So basically, what happened was Chris Terrio was like making all this like really good stuff like within the script, and then David Goyer just sort of like said that no, we have to stick with this narrative, which I thought was the problem. So now there's like Chris Terrio like has the advantage that he's doing Justice League on his own, and I think it might be helpful if Ben Affleck would just be there to help him, you know, make it
Yeah.
the way it is instead of like someone else meddling around with it.
The thing is, we shit on Batman and Superman, but like,
Yeah.
it still made a lot of money, and like people do like it. Like there's people out
Wow.
there that really like it.
I don't know. It made money in the first week, obviously.
Yeah, it made
and then
no, but it
dropped
still
ridiculous.
made like quite a lot of
I
money.
think the film's always like with that title, it's gonna make money. Like,
I don't want
come on, play.
to.
Go on, what you got?
But yeah, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, like the films, people still like it. Like
Yeah.
just because we don't like it, and just there's
I
quite a
know,
lot of
yeah,
people that
yeah,
don't
so-
like it. So, but yeah, it's like they're gonna stick with the vision now. They're gonna stick with Zack Snyder. Like
Yeah.
there's no way around it. So just strap in. Like stop making up rumors that they want to get rid of Zack Snyder, because it's obviously not true. Or they would have gotten rid of him. It's a huge movie company, and these movies like they need they need it to like be good, and they need it to make money. So why would a business like stick with someone that they don't trust? That just doesn't make sense.
Or they might be really delusional.
Yeah. Well,
They might be.
That could be. But
Yeah. But who knows? No,
DC, man, DC.
we'll see.
Can't really do anything unless we see more, really. I mean,
No.
this depends. Like Suicide Squad's coming soon as well. We have.
See how it
If
pans
that's
out.
gonna be terrible, then I just don't see any hope now. To be honest.
The thing is, the movie could be terrible, but it'd be interesting to see like the tone of the movie.
yeah, it's like
like,
completely different.
just to see what these other movies are going to be. So
Have they invested too much into it to just completely cancel everything? If everything went completely south and everything failed,
I mean,
will they still just keep making them anyway?
well, it seems like that's what's happening with Fantastic Four. So
But that's the thing. They only did that because they didn't make any money. It was like critically terrible.
I don't know.
If it's still gonna do well, then they don't really care at this point,
Yeah.
really.
I mean, to be fair, Warner Brothers don't care about what the critics think. As long as they get money,
Exactly.
they're gonna keep making them. So,
Like, I imagine they want to like they'd love like if the film was critically acclaimed.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't think they care that much. I mean, why would they?
no, they still got the money. They still got the money back more. So,
Like, no one makes a superhero movie wanting to like please critics or anything like that. It's
Oh, no.
a superhero movie. You
Yeah.
just want to please the fans. That's all it's for. So like, that's probably what hurt them the most is like people coming out and saying that they hate it. Like superhero fans, probably all these YouTube channels and stuff like that saying it's really bad. Where are you
Yeah.
going? What are you doing?
what are you doing? Anyway, Alvin, what have you got? What's your topic of
Oh,
the day?
well, there's this thing that's happening in Europe everywhere,
Oh, a wonderful, glorious thing.
which is basically the Oscars of Europe.
It's
the
the best.
Oscars of Europe.
It is
Is it
though.
the
Let's
Oscars?
face it.
Is it really?
It drags on for like 4 hours, and then we always end up like
You still
getting-
watch it.
Yeah, we still end up watching it anyway.
I like to refer to it as the best and the worst day of the year, all in
That's
one.
the worst day.
It's fun.
If you're probably wondering what we're talking about, it's
It's
Eurovision,
Eurovision.
which is for
I
anyone that
love it.
might not know, it's basically where every country from Europe
Yeah.
has an act, well, not an act, a singer, a song,
Yep.
and
Yep.
they all vote to see who's the best one.
And it's the campest, most enjoyable experience of your life.
It's very European.
Oh.
I think that's the best way to describe it.
It's very
It's-
Euro trash.
It's Euro trash. It's just funny because every song is pretty much the same.
No, there's some there, right? That's like actually try to take it seriously, but
Yeah.
people don't take it seriously. That's
Yeah.
the
No
thing.
one votes for the serious. Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, they did vote for the serious one.
Oh, no,
this time.
because-
No, that's different.
They didn't
Right.
really vote for the serious one because Australia were in it, and they're not even in Europe.
I don't understand that. I was like, what?
There was a Thai woman from Australia singing a song in a European singing competition. So But yeah, it's a glorious time, right? It's enjoyable. You can have parties, right? There's Graham Norton taking the piss.
That's pretty much. I don't know what it's like if you're from Europe and you're watching Eurovision. But
Yeah, and
because for so long
it was Terry Wagwan, mate. Terry Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Terry
For so
Wagwan,
long,
great
like
time.
the UK's view on Eurovision is that everyone hates us, so we just lose anyway. But so we just take the piss out of it,
Yep.
basically. So that's how we approach it. So
There's no other way to like watch it.
I
Like,
don't know.
if you take Eurovision seriously, then I'm sorry about you.
your life.
Like generally, I don't know what you are doing.
Oh man.
It's there to be ridiculed. I mean, there was a man in like a French Duke coat with a beard, looking like a pirate at one point. Like, what are you doing? Like, who thought this was a good idea? Like, generally, who was sat there going, do you know what's really good, right? Do you know what's really good? If we go on stage, right, we'll dress him in a pirate costume, right? We'll make him sing a really serious song, but in the costume, so everyone's taking the piss.
We're talking
anyway.
about Poland.
Yeah. Like, what is going on?
Poor people.
There's like a woman in a swimsuit from Armenia, but she got a cape. Like, that's great. That's cool.
Oh man. What were the highlights then? What would you say?
The highlights were the very beautiful women that you get every year. That's always a highlight. Oh my god, we got
The one with the lights on her suit was interesting.
that was very interesting.
It was just like, okay.
There was a woman that was doing a dad dance at one point. She was kind of doing
Just
like
like, yeah.
Oh, I saw.
yeah, that was a bit
interesting.
strange. There was a crazy fucking zoom at one point. There was a rock band that came out, right, and it almost gave me whiplash, right?
No, like the camera work throughout the whole thing is just so erratic. It's like constantly going everywhere.
And then Justin Timberlake came on and he won the whole competition. So it's like, way to go, make all the like acts look terrible. Come on, have I scored? Yes, go suck my penis, right? But yeah, like a good way of making all the acts look like awful musicians by having one of the best like pop musicians in the world at the minute, Justin Timberlake, come on and just destroy like everyone else. It's like,
That's sort of one thing I want to like talk about, because like, you know how like UK has so many like good like
Yeah.
pop acts and shit. Why did they not just like bring someone famous on? And just,
Because it's the embarrassment of doing it. I don't know.
like, is it?
I think
no, but like,
it's
say,
too much pride, I think, to be put to that level.
no, but
that
like,
it's been...
like if we actually took it serious and was like, yeah, you know what, we'll throw the Rolling Stones in there, right? We'll fucking throw the Rolling Stones in there, right?
Do you know how much that will like
Yeah, no.
overtake
But
everyone?
the argument a lot of people will say, well, a lot of people bitch in the UK say it's all political and you vote based on...
But that's
countries
what they
like
tried
each
not
other.
to do this year.
Yeah.
Like different awkward voting things where they voted the night before, which confused the shit out of me.
I'm still certain we would not win, even if we put one of the best, like, well-known acts.
What if we put the Wurzels up there?
We put the-
Wurzels up there. And they go on. I've got a brand new combiner here.
That is true though. I mean, most of the winners have just been like either controversy wise,
What
with
was
a beard,
what was very interesting on Saturday was the Germans gave 12 points to Israel. That was very interesting, wasn't it?
Why?
Germans voted for the Jews, eh?
Yeah, that's a good point.
That was very, very interesting.
Definitely still relevant now.
Hey! That's still, if it's so political, right? Why Germans don't care? They don't care about politics anymore.
Yeah, but most of the time they just sort of been like they just vote for their like neighbor country anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, what's the point of fucking doing this thing in the first place?
Didn't it used to be like all the Eastern Europeans just used to vote for Russia?
What are you
Yeah.
trying to say about the Eastern Europeans? Are you trying to say that they were all part of the USSR? Is that what you're trying to say?
They were basically Russia's bitch for the most part of the 20th century. But, you know... Oh, I don't know. It's just good fun. I think you can't take it too serious. If you take it too seriously, then it's not fun anymore. It's pretty much.
If you're getting mad that Australia are in a European singing competition, right? Maybe question why are you watching the competition? Like, why are you watching the European singing competition with Australia in the first place? You know?
So I just find it funny. Like, Imagine if you're in Australia, like if you're in Australia and watching Eurovision, you'd be like, why are we in this?
No, but this was the first time that it was shown in America or something like that.
Yeah.
They
Really?
were watching it, yeah.
Showing it in China as well.
They
Yeah.
must have been thinking, what the fuck goes on in Europe?
No, Americans can't talk. They have beauty pageants with like small children,
Exactly.
right? They
Oh,
can't
yeah,
say
but I'm
anything.
just saying.
And they've imported Honey Boo Boo to everyone, the stupid Americans, right? They can't say shit, right?
Every country has their weird thing. Just sort of
Yeah,
like,
ours is a very gay camp singing competition.
It's not
right?
ours. I don't see it as a UK thing. It's just like this one awkward thing that UK
Well,
has
really
to be
every
part
year.
of. Yeah, but we're just part of it, just for the bands, just for the people.
We've won it a couple of times.
What with
Bucks
fucking
Fizz?
Bucks Fizz?
We
That
won it with
was
Bucks
a
Fizz,
while ago.
and we've won it with Katrina and the Waves won it as well.
There you go. Eurovision trivia there.
Yeah,
Anyone who's curious.
yeah.
Well, I guess that's a good point though, because I think they're part of the EBU, so they have to like be there every year because they have to contribute for the actual contest, which is a shame.
But the thing is, do we actually want to win it anyway? Because then we have to pay for it.
Do we actually
Yeah.
care? Like,
Yeah, we have to pay for it. It has to be here. It's like, do we care? Like, we came third bottom like that on Saturday.
Yeah.
Third bottom, right? Granted, we were shit, right? Granted, right? We picked two people who weren't having a laugh, right? If we just go out there with like, just go out there, get a guy with a xylophone, right?
With a xylophone.
Go out there,
you
get a guy.
have to be eccentric. You have to be
Yeah.
quirky to appeal to the
Get
Europeans.
a guy with a xylophone, right? Get him singing ding 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 ding, something like
Ding,
that,
ding,
right?
ding. Wow.
Have him in a flashing suit.
Maybe
saying,
it can be you.
Yeah, exactly. Have me in a flashing suit, right? Saying I love Europe. I love Europe,
Europe.
right?
I Europe.
Yeah. Instead of we always
fuck
we,
it.
we and the singers that we seem to pick, they always take it a bit serious, you know.
Yeah.
It's like we had Humperdinck, whatever his name is, Engelbert Humperdinck.
Who last
We had
year we
him.
had
We had that vintage like.
We had Bonnet. We had Bonnie Tyler at one point.
and then she just embarrassed us.
Yeah, she came bottom. She was probably pissed. She normally is. She normally has a drink.
That was the start of her revival. That was. And
Oh yeah,
look
it
what
was
happened?
Fucking amazing revival. Do you know what? She sang the wrong song. Sang the wrong song. If she came on, some Total Eclipse of the Heart,
She
we
would've
would
been
fucking
fine.
won the whole thing. But no, she sung this shit song. The shit song she did. What I should do is get Tom Jones out there, right? Just have him go on, be Tom Jones, and we'll win fucking everything. But no, we always like who were the people who won it? Like for the UK who got the qualifying. Like they're the guys that are gonna sing for us. Who are they?
All the songs are all about like loving each other and stuff like that, and caring for
Yeah,
like
why
human
don't-
beings.
go on
Like,
there.
why don't care?
Britain should just go on there and sing about giving STDs to people. That's what they should sing. Yeah.
Just talk about political shit. I mean, that's what happened
Ooh,
Saturday.
Yeah, there was no, but that I can't believe that song won.
I bet on that and I won.
That song was absolutely awful. Like it was dreadful. It was that bad. I was praying Australia won.
Yeah.
They're not even European.
it would have been funny, wouldn't it? They nearly did, to be fair.
What would have happened if Australia won? Would have
Well,
like
so-
held it in Australia?
Australia.
Supposedly they weren't allowed to like hold Europe.
So does anyone actually know why they were in it?
Last year they got invited because it was like the 50th anniversary. or something.
Re-invited.
Yeah,
I can see their face when they saw the invitation. It's like, oh.
No, 'cause apparently they're like the ones who watch Eurovisions the
Are they?
most.
It was like an
Why
RS.
is it always hosted in Australia then? Why do they should do it?
No, it was
hosted
something
by
like
Australia?
they can't host it in Australia. It would be fucking awkward
No,
with
but-
time zones and shit like that.
why was it? Yeah, why was it shown on TV in Australia then before they were invited?
Because they were part of the Commonwealth, weren't they? So
Yeah,
they
but
probably had.
Why are
Like,
they interested?
what do you mean? Why are they interested? It's the best and worst.
So they're probably just taking the piss out of us like us. I hope they were.
Well, not really. They can't take it seriously though.
Oh man,
They've been doing well the past 2
you
years.
can't take
Yeah,
it
they will, do
seriously.
it. That song was good at the weekend.
Yeah.
It was alright. You don't understand Eurovision like the rest
Oh,
of
no.
Europe, the rest of the world now.
Maybe I'm a cynic.
You bit of a cynic, you are. A bit of a
Maybe.
cynic. I mean, there was good times. It was good times. There was
Maybe
a man
it's-
on a hamster wheel at one point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh well.
it was fun. It was fun, and there's always lovely women in there, like all the time. That's all I need.
Alright.
I just love how they're aware how camp they are.
Yeah.
Just- they made like that fucking sketch bit like before the thing. We're just like, yeah, we're fucking camp. We're just gonna do all this shit, and that's
Yeah.
what basically Eurovision is.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
it's fabulous.
Fabulous.
It really is fabulous.
That's what you should be on it then.
Fabulous.
You could shut my house down.
I am fabulous.
You are fabulous.
I go up there and I'll sing them.
Give it a bit of sass is what you'll do.
Yeah, I'll sing RSPECT, but I'll call it EUROVISION. EUROVISION.
I hope someone's listening because that is the idea.
Tell them what it means to me.
Bullshit. Absolutely jack shit is what it means.
EUROVISION.
Oh man, fucking Eurovision.
Eurovision. Eurovision.
See, everyone's jealous of Eurovision, really. They wish they could be in Euro.
But yeah, you can't, it's weird how, we have other singing competitions in this country, like X Factor and bloody, The Voice or whatever. But Eurovision's a bit different, isn't it? Eurovision's a bit different.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. And
It's a lot happier.
let it forever be like that.
It's like, it doesn't have all them bloody sob stories, does it?
It does have sub stories.
What, Eurovision?
Does it not? Well,
No.
no, but like not
Well,
the
that's
people.
what the winner song
the winner
was
a
about.
sub story.
No, but it's not a sob story though. They don't tell you that the bloody woman who sung it was like, oh, me dog's just died, and me dog was me partner, me husband that I married ages ago, and she got one leg down, and it turned into a she after an he, now she's my bride, and he died. And then she comes out to the stage and talks to Simon Cowell and goes, I'm gonna sing this song about me dog, and then the music starts, and she goes, "Who let the dogs out?" And Simon's crying. Simon's crying.
Oh.
Whoever else is on the competition, there's Piers Morgan or something like that. He don't know singing, but he's gonna be up there anyway because he knows music more than anyone else. And that's it. And then the next guy will come on, and he'll be like, "I lost my leg in the war." And then Simon will go, "What war?" And he goes, "The singing wars." And then we had 2 trailers come out this week for video games, one was Call of Duty, which kind of got bad press.